Hi, how's everyone out there tonight? I'm trying to get going here. I'm going to have a light workout, and you're so right, Mumsy and Jenny, thank you. What I am doing instead of running, I am doing walking, but not just regular walking. I love Earth shoes. They're very good. They're negative heel. And what I have right here, these are great. Awesome. They're like $69. You check for watch the sales, and they're very comfortable. It's a negative heel, so it works your thighs and your glutes, your back end, your legs, and it gives you more of a workout. So I will, instead of be running, I am going to have a slight incline on my treadmill, and I am going to be using my Earth shoes. Also too, I am not going to do this, but I also have some Meta tracks, and what they are is they're built in the heel. They've got around 2 pounds each on them. And that's not for the faint of heart. You don't run in them or anything like that, but they are also another good workout to up your pace up. On those, you start out very slow because you don't want to hurt your back on those. But right now, since I'm still getting adjusted to my low calories, I am going to play a little smarter, and I am just going to do walking with the Earth shoes and just be a little more gentler on that, and so I won't feel like I will want to eat the whole house down. So anyway, I'm still doing all right. I'm still losing weight. I have lost a total of 7 pounds. Gosh, I can't gripe that. Wow, 7 pounds. That's awesome. So I am just going to keep working at it, and I know with, like Mom just said, especially for women, a pound a day, especially after a while when you get into this, is very unrealistic. I'm taking the 7 pounds. I'm smiling, and hopefully I'll just keep seeing releases. Tim, I broke into the chocolate delight. Like I told you, I said I took and made a small little bit of it. Instead of the 3 tablespoons, I did, I think, like a tablespoon and a half or so of that, and a tablespoon and a half of cocoa, and I'm trying to heed the words of Mumsy about not having the blue agave. I had like stevia and things like that, and oh my goodness, my chocolate I'm happy that if I don't have a gain tomorrow, then I know that I can handle that, and life will be good. I'll be able to handle chocolate. You know, I have it on this protocol, and it's hilarious because with this low calorie, there's not a lot to eat, and it's funny how you get excited thinking, oh, I get to have my Melba toast, and it's time to eat my whatever. It's so silly. You just get excited for the littlest things like that. I would say though that the hardest part for me is not having a good breakfast. That kicks my backside every time. I've always been a big breakfast eater. I'd rather have breakfast than any other meal in the day, I guess. And today was especially a really hard one. I did go ahead, thank goodness, and have a breadstick. I did not have fruit because that makes me a little more lightheaded and funny when I go out and work. Today was a tough one. We didn't have electricity yesterday for quite a while. The wind, and I kid you not, it was actually 50-mile-an-hour winds today. We have heavy grain buckets that we have to haul out to the calves and fight the wind. And the toughest thing today was just having that little breadstick in the morning and then going out and hauling heavy buckets, chopping ice. We have this great big water tank for our cattle to water out of, and you have to chop the whole entire tank, and it was thick ice, and then you take a pitchfork and you have to pitch out the heavy pieces of ice and pitch them out, throw them out far enough away until it's all gone, until it's just water, or it'll freeze over that even and make a bigger mess. And you have to get to it because the cattle need the water, and it's tough on them. So I was ready to die. When I got back in the house, I was like, let me at it. I am so glad it's about lunchtime and it's time to eat, and I was so thankful to be able to eat something. So I don't know. I'll just be glad that, you know, when I get to P3, hopefully I'll have most of my weight off and I'll be able to have breakfast again. That'll be a good thing. Also, too, another twist that I put on with the with that strawberry sorbet thing that you guys have told me about. I used my lemon with that also to make it more of a tart, kind of a strawberry whipped treat. And it was pretty good. It was tart but sweet at the same time. I used to be more from the South, a little more from the South, and we had those burger places called the Sonic, and they had limeades, lemonades, that kind of stuff, and that sort of reminded me in a way, but of that. So it was pretty good. For lunch, I had the lean beef, and I had it on lettuce, and then I had a little bit of salsa on the top for almost like a dressing. That was really good. For supper tonight, I took a chicken broth and then I shredded a bunch of cabbage and a little bit of lettuce, or a little bit of, a little bit of onion. I put it in the microwave for a very long time, cooked it. Then I cooked my 2 little tenderloin pieces of chicken. Usually that's pretty close to 100 grams, one of those smaller, thinner pieces. And then I cubed it and shredded like I told you before. It looks like it's a lot more. Then I mixed it in, and then I have to have my cayenne pepper. I love the hot stuff. And it was very satisfying. I had some chocolate delight, and now I'm going to be heading to the treadmill, and I'm going to try that out and not work at it too bad. I guess I'm going to ask for some advice here. Wednesday, we are going to be going to the big city. A lot of eating out. It's only going to be for one day, but I find on this diet that, gosh, if I am not eating around noon, 1 o'clock, and if I'm not eating around, and I kid you not, 5:30, I am ravenous, and I'm thinking about wanting to eat bad things, and I haven't yet. But any suggestions on what to eat in the big city that could get me through? I think we might be going out. It's called The Border. It's a Mexican restaurant. Any suggestions? Guys, I could really use it and have your thoughts with me, because I do not want to mess up on this protocol. I really want to stay true to this. So any suggestions, helpful hints, and prayers and hugs my way would be really appreciated. And I would thank you a lot if you would. Also too, Mumsy, that's a great stereotype of Alabama. The state that I live in is sort of boring. We don't really have, I don't really think we have much of a stereotype for that. Now the state north of us does. They're more boring than us, but they ended up getting on a couple of movies and got famous. I guess theirs was like Fargo and that kind of stuff, and like Bob and Doug McKeon, you know. I can't think of how that one silly song is, but it's like, great day, hey, you know. Now that's my stereotype for our states to the north of me. As far as us, gosh, I don't have anything. So, but Mumsy, I had to laugh at yours. That was awesome. Any of you other guys that have the stereotypes, please do them. It's hilarious. So, but well, I better go. I will try to check in tomorrow if I can. And you guys have a good night. Bye.